Rolling. Bill Evans Trio, since we met. Phil Wilson and Rich Madison, Sound of the Wasp. Sadao Watanabe. Sonny Rollins, Easy Living. Big Band Machine, Buddy Rich. Stan Kenton, Creative World of Stan Kenton, Adventures in Standards, Adventures in Jazz. George Benson, Breezin'. George Benson, Blue Benson. George Carlin, Toledo. Tommy Dorsey, Dedicated for You. Sergio Mendes in Brazil, 66. Steve Martin, Wild and Crazy Guy. Steve Martin, Let's Get Small. Dr. Demento's Delights. Chief of the Tillerman, Cat Stevens. Jeff Lorber, In the Heat of the Night. Survival Themes, Reggie Lucas. Dave Brubeck Quartet, Back Home. The new Brubeck Quartet, live at Montreux. Ryo Kawasaki, Juice. Steve Kahn, Tightrope. Steve Kahn, Arrows. DJ4, Bob James. Bob James, Hands Down. Pleasure, Special Things, local band that came and went. Alfonso Johnson, Spellbound. Sounds of Shiver, Halloween music. Lee Ritenour, First Force. Dave Sanborn, Heart to Heart. Dave Sanborn, Change of Heart. Spyro Gyra. Spyro Gyra. Dave Sanctious, Forest of Feelings. Dave Sanctious in Tone, Transformation. Dave Sanctious in Tone, Until I Liked Him. The Big New Seifert. There's a Big New. Skywalk, The Bohemians. I recall that was some good stuff. Steve Slagle, Rio Highlight. Vital Information, Steve Smith, Orion. Great stuff. Steps Ahead, Michael Brecker, all those guys, Eddie Gomez, Mike Manieri, of course. Michael Urbaniak's Fusion, Atma. Michael Urbaniak, Daybreak. Michael Urbaniak, Fusion 3. Miroslav Vatus, Magical Shepherd. Miroslav Vatus, Majesty Music, and Michael Urbaniak, Ecstasy. Cedar Walton, Beyond the Mobus. Miroslav Vatus, Mountain in the Clouds. The Pentagon. I can't remember much about this. Billy Higgins on drums, Sam Jones on bass. Tom Scott and the LA Express. Tom Scott and the LA Express. Tom Scott's 3-Beat. Cedar Walton Animation. Stuff It, Stuff. El Subramanian, Spanish Wave, Indian violinist. Raul de Souza, good trombone player. Trope, Phil Trope, Short Trip to Space. Phil Upchurch. Spirogyra Incognito. Spirogyra Access All Areas. Spirogyra Breakout. Spirogyra City Kids. Spirogyra Carnival. Yanni Schaefer, guitar player. Yanni Schaefer, that's the Chinese European press. John Schofield, Who's Who. Sheer Music. Tom Scott, New York Connection. Rural Still Life by Tom Scott. Tom Scott, the LA Express. Tom Scott, Target. Mobius, Cedar Walton. Moby 1, Kazumi Watanabe, great fusion guitar. Knight Rider, Tim Weisberg. Lenny White, Venusian Summer. Tony Williams, Lifetime Believe It. Tony Williams, Lifetime $1 Million Days. Used to play with Miles in the early 60s. Group called Windows. Is It Safe? Windows. Prism. Rao Kawasaki. Gilda Radner, live in New York. Santana, Lotus. Played that one a lot. Search for the Last Chord. Moody Blues. Thick as a Brick. Jethro Tull. George Benson in concert. Gene Krupa and his orchestra, To Be or Not to Bebop. Count Basie, Sarah Vaughan. Return Forever, Romantic Warrior, one of my favorite Chic albums. Larry Coryell, The Lion and the Ram. Dry Jack, Magical Events. Joachim Kuhn, Spring Fever. Shakti, John McLaughlin. Stanley Clarke, Modern Man. Mark Colby, Serpentine Fire. Chick Corea, Light Years. Chick Corea, Tap Step. Chick Corea, The Leprechaun. Larry Coryell, Difference. Philip Catherine, Rim. Tony Williams, The Joy of Flying. George Duke, Reach for It. George Duke, The Aura Will Prevail. George Duke, Save the Country. George Duke, I Love the Blues. She Heard My Cry. George Duke, From Me to You. Gary Boyle, Electric Glide. Great guitar player. Roy Buchanan, Loading Zone. Crystal Green, Rainbow. I can't remember much about that. Steve Douglas, King Cobra. Stanley Clark, Rocks and Pebbles and Sand. John Abercrombie, Characters. Airto, Free. Herb Alpert, Beyond. Brian Auger's Oblivion Express, Happiness and Heartaches. Pareto, Eye of the Beholder. Randy Bernson with an all-star cast. Randy Bernson. Gary Boyle, The Dancer. Do They Hurt? Brand X. Great group with Phil Collins on drums. Bunny Burnell, Touch. Great bass player. Firesign Theater, In the Next World, You're on Your Own. Funny group. National Lampoon, The White Album. Funny stuff. Cold Turkey, National Lampoon, Radio Hour, Greatest Hits. Youngbloods, Ride the Wind. Alphonso Johnson, Yesterday's Dreams. Alphonso Johnson, Moon Shadows. Flight, Incredible Journey. Blues Brothers, Made in America. Nyman, Mourned Rhapsody. Elliot Randall, New York. Dixie Dregs, great group. Unsung Heroes. Dixie Dregs, What If? Steve Kahn, The Blue Man. John Clemmer, Magic and Movement. John Clemmer, All the Children Cried. Oops. Michael Franks, Sleeping Gypsy. Michael Franks, Tiger in the Rain. Michael Franks, Birchfield Nines. Oliver Nelson and Lou Donaldson, Back Talk. Michael Franks, One Bad Habit. Ahmad Jamal, All of You. Extensions, Ahmad Jamal. Donald Fig and the Night Fly. George Duke, Liberated Fantasies. Steve Kahn, Eyewitness. Joachim Kuhn Band with Sun Shower. Earl Clue, Wishful Thinking. John Lee, Jerry Brown, Super. John Lee, Jerry Brown, great stuff. John Lee, Jerry Brown. Jeff Lorber Fusion, Water Sign. Jeff Lorber Fusion, I used to go downtown and see them for free. Jeff Lorber Fusion, before he moved to LA. The Jeff Lorber Fusion. Jeff Lorber Fusion, It's a Fact. What It Is, David Liebman. David Liebman, Lighten It Up, Please. Saturday Night Live. Assortment. Carl Smith and the Natural Gas Company, local guy. The Crusaders. Images. Crying Song, Hubert Laws. Two Generations of Dave Brubeck. Brother, the Great Spirit made us all. Neil Larson, Jungle Fever, great stuff. Steve Grossman, Some Shapes to Come. Luis Gasca, Collage. Luis Gasca, Born to Love You. Pre-Flight. Sam Morrison. Dune. Makoto. Mingo. Can't remember much about them. Barry Miles and Silverlight. Barry Miles, White Heat. Pat Metheny Group, American Garage. Pat Metheny Group. Pat Metheny, Bright Sides of Life. Les McCann, Music Lets Me Be. Donald Byrd, Thank You. Dave Brubeck with Jerry Mulligan. Walt Wagner. Thad Jones, Mel Lewis. New Life. Chico Hamilton. Peregrinations. Chico Hamilton. Catwalk. Stan Getz, Groovin' with Getz. Stan Getz, Children of the World. The greatest of Stan Getz. Weather Report, Sweet Nighter. Weather Report. Tailspinnin'. Weather Report. Mysterious Traveler. Weather Report, Heavy Weather. Get Your Yayas Out, The Rolling Stones. Classic. Spartacus. I can't read that. Jerry Mulligan, Sonny Rollins, Buddy Rich. Great collection of stuff. Lou Bennett, George Benson, Europia Jazz. Dave Brubeck. Two Generations of Brubeck. That was a great album. I played that a million times. Charlie Bird. Some other people. Cab Calloway, Classics. Paul Desmond, Take 10. Don Ellis, Tears of Joy. Great quarter-tone trumpet player. Joe Farrell, Canned Funk. Super Funky Sax, Dave Matthews. David Matthews with Whirlwind, Shuggie Wannabe. Not the David Matthews that we all listen to in rock stations. Harvey Mason. Dale Jacobs, Cobra. Alan Holdsworth. Just passed away. What a great guitar player. From Games. Santana. Marathon. Same album. Santana. Inner Secrets. Newport Jazz Jam Festival. Or Jazz Jam Sessions. Milcho Laviv. Piano lesson. Great piano player. Used to play with all the big bands. Wes Montgomery, Down Here on the Ground. Montreux. Stan Getz, Bob James, Woody Shaw, Slide Hampton. Eddie Henderson. Let's see, Coming Through. Azar Lawrence, People Moving. Ronnie Laws. Hubert Laws, the Chicago Theme. Daydream, Teramasa Kino. Good stuff. Neil Larson, High Gear. And that is it.